Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. This week I'll be reviewing for you on VHS the 007 film The Living Daylights. I've never seen this. I never really got into 007, like the whole James Bond universe, until Daniel Craig. I tried with Pierce Brosnan because he was the James Bond when I was a kid growing up. But I never got into any of the older ones. I played the game, of course, GoldenEye, and once, many years ago, I think it was about 10 years ago or so, I went to movie theater for a meetup and saw The Man with the Golden Gun. I enjoyed it, but I never really dove too deep into the James Bond universe. And I remember seeing Timothy Dalton mentioned in I Love You Man, the Paul Rudd, Jason Segel bromance film. Uh, and so I kind of had wanted to check out some of Timothy Dalton's films. It's referenced in a movie that I like, so I figured why not check it out. And I never really got around to it. But I was at a meetup not too long ago. The organizer of the meetup told me I need to check out the Timothy Dalton films. I'd probably really like them. And so I bought both of them. This one I bought twice. I bought it on VHS. I found it for 99 cents on VHS and picked it up. And then I found it on DVD later and picked it up along with the Blu-ray of the other Timothy Dalton film. I can't remember the title of that one. I think... I feel there's a Paul McCartney song that goes along with it. I think Paul McCartney may have been the Live and Let Die, I think. But I bought them both. And I bought a Roger Moore one by accident thinking it was this one. But I, got these and now I'm going to watch them. I don't know if this is the first or the second Timothy Dalton film. I didn't bother looking that up. I probably should have done my research before hitting record. But we're already in this. So I know with the Daniel Craig ones, it's, you have some key moments that get kind of brought together by the last film, but nothing that really spoils any of the movies. I feel like each film is its own adventure. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I hope everyone out there is doing well. I know I am. Along with this, I was also, unless I just mentioned it, and in that case, I don't know, but I was also recommended another James Bond. He was a one-timer, a one-hit wonder James Bond, if you will. I don't know which one it was, but I think he did like Her Majesty's Secret Service or something to that effect. Go ahead and put that on. Get it in there and get it playing. But yeah, I figured I'd dive into this a little bit. I got one of the Pierce Brosnan ones back here. Tomorrow Never Dies or something like that. I got in a bundle of movies. I wanted one, and oddly enough, it was cheaper to buy the bundle of films from this one seller on eBay than buying the one lone movie. My guess is he didn't know what he had in the bundle. He just kind of put some stuff together, and that was one of them. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, The Living Daylights. And then once we're done, I'll let you know what I thought about it during the rewind. So, catch you back then. Bye. Alright, and I am back. So, The Living Daylights, how was it? It was alright. It was about on par with some of the other James Bond movies I've seen over the years. This was actually, I looked it up right after starting the movie. I paused it for a second and looked it up. But this was the first of the Timothy Dalton films. It was this and License to Kill, not Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die is the, I think it's the Roger Moore one that I bought. So, I will at some point watch License to Kill. Not on VHS because I got it on Blu-ray, I believe. But, yeah, this was enjoyable. You had the right amount of cheese with Bond in this one, I feel. The very beginning when he his parachute kind of goes out as he's escaping what is to be an assassination attempt. He lands on this boat while this woman's talking on an old school cordless phone about how she's surrounded by boring play, what are they called? Playboy socialites or whatever. She's just surrounded by them and doesn't have anything to do. Wishes she had a real man to give her something to do. And Bond lands on the boat and immediately takes the phone out of her hands to make a call and just sort of lounges on the boat, very nonchalant about the whole deal, and says he's going to be somewhere in the hour, but then changes that to 2 when he realizes there's a lady in need of some amusement 5 feet away from him. So, interesting movie. I'm going to go ahead and hit the rewind and talk about it a little bit more. So this film follows an assassination attempt from a KGB agent who is trying to get out of the KGB. I can't defect. Trying to defect the KGB. It's made known that KGB defectors are to be killed once captured, and the film is sort of this one KGB agent putting together this ruse to get out, but then that ruse turns into another ruse, and then back and forth. The lady in this film is a cellist trying to help one of the KGB defectors get out, and it kind of goes awry from there. While all this is happening, there's a terrible guns deal going on, and an arms deal, which sort of falls through, and so you have the side storyline that kind of puts a wrench in the cogs of the whole KGB defection, but it's all correlated in simultaneously. The lady in here, Kara, she does just all the tropes of the dumb bimbo blonde. Anytime something happens, you don't know whether to trust her or not. At one point in time, she jumps onto a plane that Bond is taking off, and she rides her Jeep up the ramp of this cargo plane, gets in, and then immediately goes to hug Bond around the head as he's taking off. I don't know what would lead one to... It'd be like if you're driving your car on the interstate and somebody happened to jump in the back. I don't know how, but... and then came and gave you a big hug around the head. You can't see anything, and you're just bound to crash into something or someone. And that kind of sort of happened. He shrugs her off and then puts her in the seat to fly and says, "Now keep it level." And of course there's a couple of obstacles she's trying to help with, but she more or less keeps it level per his advice, even though there's a mountain right in front of them. One of those deals. So it's like, she seems to be a very bright young woman. She's a concert cellist. I feel like you have to have some sort of brains in there to rock an instrument such as that. But it seems like every opportunity she has to be helpful, it kind of backfires. It goes awry. Yeah. Boy, howdy. I'd have a lot of trust issues, too, if I were Bond. It seems like everyone's trying to poison him. Everyone you think is your friend isn't. And it just all kind of turns around back at you. You start to befriend the evildoers because they seem to be the only one that's... I don't know, at that point it's, you're the enemy of your friend, or what is it, the the enemy of your friend, or the friend of your enemy. The enemy of your enemy is your friend. I think that's the saying. I don't know, something like that. So you know, I've noticed that happening in a couple of Bond films, and kind of sort of happened to this one, and by the end of it, they ended up in Afghanistan. So, you know, interesting. Good film. I'd probably give it like a 2 out of 5 if I had to rate it as a Bond film. You know, it had its moments, but I'm kind of looking forward to License to Kill now. I think it's got Timothy Dalton ready to, you know, he's been Bond, so he's got the first Bond film jitters out of the way. So now we have the second one to look forward to. But that was that. Has anybody else out there seen this movie? What'd you think about it? Where's it kind of rank in your favorite Bond films? I know I've been told that I need to get into some of the Sean Connery ones. And again, I think I've... Man with the Golden Gun, if that is Sean Connery, I think I saw that one. Well, I know I saw Man with the Golden Gun. I just don't know if it was Sean Connery or not. But I think I'm going to check out... I said I had one of the Roger Moore films, and then I was going to check out that one, the Queen's Secret Service, or whatever that one's supposed to be. I think that's, you know, a one-off Bond. That particular Bond only did one film, I think. But yeah, hopefully I'll get around to watching a few more Bond films. I think the place I bought this had a few more, and I kind of passed on them. But if they still have them in stock the next time I go, I may check them out. I know they had some of the Pierce Brosnan ones, like Tomorrow Never Dies, which I remember getting when it came out, and I just grossly unimpressed by it. They threw Halle Berry in it to have Halle Berry in it, and the rest of the movie was just kind of like meh. But again, I was never a big action buff, so I'm sure there are a lot of folks out there that liked it. But again, I'm just going to go on rambling. But if you've seen this movie, let me know down in the comments below what you thought about it. Did you like this one more than License to Kill, or is License to Kill better? Let me know down in the comments below, because again, I'm excited to check that one out. So I'll probably be watching that one here in the next week or so. But it's late. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. The cats have been bothering me all night. Not that they are a bother. I do love them, but it's a matter of taking turns on who's going to sit in my lap. And then one wants to get up and the other one wants to get down, and it's just back and forth. So I'm going to go to bed, and they can just lay down by my feet, and problem solved. So, The Living Daylights. That was that. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to bed, or I'm just going to keep rambling until I have to reshoot this because I've rambled too much. But anyways, yeah, comments, stuff like that. And I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you next time. So thank you for stopping by. Bye.